Hi everyone, happy Tuesday. Welcome to my Facebook Live um, Pilates mat class. I'm excited to get started tonight. Excited you're all here. I'm filming it on my computer tonight because somehow Facebook won't go horizontal anymore on the iPhone. So if anybody's got a solution for that, help me out. Otherwise, hopefully you can see me on my computer. If you're here, I'll wait a couple minutes because I guess people have been having trouble logging into or seeing the video on Facebook. So I'll just wait a couple minutes. You can see the kitties are definitely ready to go. Hopefully they won't be too crazy tonight, although it is their witching hour. I hope you guys are hanging in there with all the craziness going on. I know I am feeling the anxiety and the fear and just doing all that I can to stay grounded during this time. So thank you guys for joining me in a movement practice tonight. I know that movement makes me feel way better. I hope it does for you guys too. I'm going to turn the sound off on my... Can you guys still hear me? Okay. Can everybody hear me and see me? Give me a thumbs up or something. All right, I see a couple people. Hi. Hi, Dave, Liz, Katie. Hi, guys. All right, a couple more minutes and we'll get started. Hey. Hi, Hannah. Hi, George. Okay, so let's get started and people can, hi Bill, and people can join as they come in. Yeah, let's get started. All right, so baby kitty's obviously already in her place. So is Tiger. I'm gonna share, can we share? So let's start by just laying on our backs. Let's just start with some breathing. So you can lay all the way down and just have your knees bent, feet on the mat. Take your hands to your low belly. Excuse me, sir. Thank you. Just close your eyes and allow your belly to fill up with air. So you're going to inhale and let your belly move up towards the ceiling. And exhale, let your belly move towards the ground. Inhale, filling your belly up. And exhale, blowing the air out. This next time, just to wake up the transverse abdominal muscles, let's take an inhale breath. And then on your exhale breath, contract the muscles underneath your fingers so you feel them get a little bit tight underneath your hands. And inhale, let your belly fill up. And exhale, contract the muscles underneath your hands. So in this class, we're going to use a lot of the transverse abdominal muscles here. We want to make sure those are engaged for most of the exercises. And let's just start with some bridging through the spine. So you're going to activate your glutes and your low abdominals. And on your exhale breath, you're going to tilt your pelvis backwards. So your two front hip bones move backwards towards the mat. And then articulate up one vertebra at a time. Inhaling at the top. And exhale, articulate back down and use your abdominal muscles to lay your spine down one piece at a time, like you're laying a piece of tape down on the ground. And again, exhale, articulate up through the spine. Inhale at the top. And exhale, articulate back down, piece by piece. Making sure when you come up, you're also using your glutes and high hamstrings, so the muscles of the backs of the legs. And again, exhale, bridging up. Inhale at the top. And exhale. Articulating back down through the spine. And from here, take your hands. You're going to put them underneath your butt like you're sitting on your hands, which you will be. So from here, this is just for feedback on your own pelvic stability. So you're going to try not to feel any big shifts in the pelvis. So you're going to activate your core muscles. So your glutes and your low abdominals and your pelvic floor muscles lift up. On an exhale breath, we're going to bring one knee to a tabletop position. And then bring that foot back down onto the mat, and without feeling any pressure change in your hands, exchange legs. Good, so working towards no big shifts in the pelvis. So one leg comes up, foot comes down, and exchanging legs without any big shifts. And just using a breath, you can exhale as the leg comes up, inhale as you come down, exhale up, inhale down. Do one more time each side. And then just reaching your arms long by your side again. So we're going to add some choreography to our bridge. So from here, you're going to articulate, engage your abdominals, and use your abdominals to articulate up to your shoulder blades. When you're at the top of your bridge, inhale, reach your arms over your head. Keep your arms there, and then exhale, articulate back down through the spine. Once you're down, float the arms down. And again, exhale, bridging up. Inhale, reach the arms over the head. Exhale, articulate back down through the spine. And lower the arms. We'll do that one more time. Articulating up. Inhale, the arms come over the head. Exhale, articulate back down. And floating the arms back down. So from here, we're going to add the legs to the bridge. So you're going to articulate up. We did this one on Tuesday if you were there. Activate your glutes and your high hamstrings a lot, your low abdominals. Extend your right leg out even with your left leg. Bring that foot down, and without any big shifts in the pelvis, exchange legs. We'll do that one more time each side. Exhaling as you extend the leg out. And then articulating back down through the spine. And let's do that again. So on your exhale breath, bridging up. Inhale, extend one leg out. Back down, keeping the pelvis nice and still. Switching sides. One more time each side. Bring that foot down and then articulate back down through the spine. So we'll do that one more time, and a little tip is you can push the upper back part of your arm very gently into the mat, and that keeps the shoulders open here. So we'll try one more time. Exhale, articulate up. Inhale, extend one leg out and back down. Switching sides. Keeping the pelvis nice and still. One more time each side. Once both feet are down, articulate back down through the spine. And then you can either roll to your side or just roll yourself up, and we'll come up to sitting. So we're going to practice the roll down. We did this one the other day as well. If you have any low back tightness or a low back injury, you're going to do the whole thing with your knees bent and your hands here. Otherwise, you're going to have your legs straight out in front of you. If you need to bend your knees to get the natural curve of your low back, you can. But we'll take the legs straight. Arms are here. You're going to contract the abdominals, drawing them in, round your lower back, and articulate backwards through the spine one vertebra at a time, just like we did in our bridge. Inhale, reach the arms over the head without letting the ribs come up. So the ribs stay down. Exhale, reach up towards the ceiling. Articulate through your neck, upper back, middle back, lower back, and then reaching forward, keeping your shoulder blades down on your back and your abdominals contracted backwards towards the back of your body. And articulate back down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, reach the arms up and articulate up. And coming forward. And as you reach forward, really try to pull your lower back towards the wall behind you so you're creating some opposition. And one more time like that. Inhale. Exhale, reaching up. Articulate back up through the spine. And coming forward. And then sitting up nice and tall. We'll bend the knees here. So this next exercise, we're going to target our oblique muscles, so the muscles that wrap around the low ribs. And we'll start with our arms forward here. So you're just going to exhale, round your lower back. And just roll right behind your sitting bones. So your lower back is round, but your abdominals are contracted. Let's make a circle with our arms like you're holding a big beach ball. Keeping your pelvis still on your exhale breath, twist from your low ribs in one direction. Come back to center. And exhale, twist from your low ribs in the other direction. Back to center. Exhale, twist. Inhale back. Exhale, twist. Inhale back. One more time each direction. You should be feeling the work around your low ribs, around your waist. One more time each direction. That way. Good. Back to center and then come all the way up. Grab your hamstrings. Sit up nice and tall. So we're going to add some arms to this. So the movement is really exactly the same. We're just going to add opening the arms. So we'll start with our arms here. You're going to contract your glutes and abdominals. Feel a lift in the pelvic floor. On your exhale breath, you're going to round your lower back and roll behind your sitting bones. So you're still contracted in your abdominals. You're going to twist in one direction and open both arms out to the side. Come back to center. Exhale, twist in the other direction. Open both arms out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, twisting from your low ribs. So contracting your abdominals and your obliques deeper as you twist. One more time each direction. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale. And then coming all the way back up. Sitting up nice and tall. And let's just take a moment and relax the abs. So just bend your knees. Take your knees to one side. Open your arms up. Just let your belly go. Let your low back go. And take a couple of breaths here. And then we'll bring our knees back up. We'll go to the other side. And you can look in the opposite direction if that feels good. And just remembering to take care of your body as we go through the class. If something doesn't feel right, you should never be in pain while you're doing movement. It might be hard or challenging, but there shouldn't be sharp shooting pain or dull achiness. So if that's the case, always decrease your range of motion first and then modify the exercise second, okay? Take care of yourselves. And then we'll come back to center. So we're going to do an abdominal exercise. It's sort of traditionally done as a warm-up exercise. It's called the 100s. It's called the 100s because we're going to pump our arms and breathe for 100 counts, basically. So I'll give you some modifications. You can keep your knees like this in tabletop the whole time if you want. And you can also keep your head and shoulders down and just pump the arms here. Nice and simple. Otherwise, we'll lift the arms up. You can keep your knees in tabletop and lift your head and shoulders, or you can straighten your legs. Whatever level you're at is fine. You can lower the legs if you want to, but keeping your low back flat. So you're going to pump the arms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. So inhaling for 5 counts, and exhaling for 5 counts. And inhale, 2, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And inhale, 2, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more, and inhale, 2, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 7. Inhale, 2, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and rest. Woo! So you definitely should feel warm after doing that. Your neck might feel like it works a little bit, but it shouldn't feel very tense. If it does, for any of the abdominal exercises, just leave your head down. Okay, so we're going to do some of the series of 5 that we did the other day. We're going to start with Criss-Cross. So you're going to clasp your hands right at the base of your skull. Keep your right knee in. Left leg is out. It can be up high or down low, depending on the strength of your low back and abdomen. On your exhale breath, you're going to lift the head and shoulders. We're going to rotate towards the bent knee, and imagine you're drawing your armpit towards your opposite hip. And then exchanging directions. Draw your armpit towards your opposite hip. So you should feel the muscles around your low ribs here. Good. Exhaling as you twist. If your head is tired, neck is tight, rest your head. And just move the legs. One more time each side. And then resting all the way down. And maybe just take your knees or your feet wide apart on your mat and just let your knees come together. Just take a couple breaths, let your belly relax. So from here, we're going to clasp the hands at the base of the skull again. Bring your legs up towards the ceiling. If it's too much on your hamstrings, you're going to put a little bend in your knees. We're going to turn the legs out, and you can still keep your knees bent. On your exhale breath, we're going to lift the head and shoulders and feel your lower back push down into the mat. From here, keeping the head and shoulders lifted, lowering and lifting the legs. Inhale, lower, exhale, up. If you need a modification, you just rest your head. You can bend your knees and just lower and lift the legs. So this just takes some of the pressure off the lower back. And you just do what feels right to your body. Head and shoulders up. Inhale, lower, exhale, up. One more time. Bending the knees and coming all the way back down. So we're going to do one more exercise from the series. We'll do the single straight leg stretch. So this one leg is up, one leg is out. And it can be high or low depending on your back. You're going to lift your head and shoulders. You can hold your calf or your thigh, and you're going to do 2 little pulses here, and then exchange legs. 2 pulses. So you're not really pulling from your hands, but you're pulling from your low abdominals. Exhale and inhale. Good. Nice, you guys. Keep going. Good. One more time, each side. And you can bend your knees and rest all the way down. And maybe just take your head side to side. Take a couple of breaths, just relaxing your neck. And then we'll bring our feet back down. And let's take our leg circles that we worked on last time. So from here, we'll take one leg either straight out on the mat, or you can keep the knee bent. And the other leg will be up in the air. So if your hamstrings are tight, you're going to bend this knee. If your low back is injured or hurting, you're going to keep the knee bent as well. So you're going to stabilize the pelvis by turning all of your core muscles on. And we're going to inhale, cross the body, and exhale, circle around the neck. So we're stabilizing the opposite hip. Inhale around, exhale up. Inhale around, exhale up. As you go, reach the leg long and away from the body. So it's very active. Inhale around, exhale up. Pull the leg up from your lower abdominal muscles as you come around. And if you're not sure if the opposite hip is moving, just touch it with your hand. We're going to go the other way. Inhale around, exhale up. Inhale around, exhale up. Inhale around, exhale up. Again, contracting the low abs as the leg comes up. One more. Good, and then hug that knee into your chest and just take a breath. And then we'll do the other side. So again, knee is either bent or straight. The other leg is up into the air. You're going to contract all of your core muscles. So this opposite side of your body is working quite a bit. We're going to inhale, cross the body, and exhale around the neck. Inhale around, exhale up. And just check in, you guys, with your neck and shoulders. Make sure you're not doing a lot of work in your neck and shoulders. Just let them be relaxed. Do all the work in your torso, your pelvis, and your legs. Inhale around, exhale up. Inhale around, exhale up. One more like that. And then we'll reverse the direction. Inhale away, exhale around the neck. Inhale away, exhale around the neck. So each time you bring the leg up, contracting the lower abdominal muscles. Reaching the leg long and away from the body, keeping the opposite side of the pelvis nice and still. One more time, and then hug that knee in, take a breath, grab your other leg, give a little push down on your femur bones, and make a circle here. I don't know about you guys, but my abs and obliques were a little bit sore from our mat class the other day. I guess it means I need to do it more. And then we'll go in the other direction. The mat work is traditionally some of the most challenging Pilates work. So if this feels hard, it's because it is. And then we'll come all the way up. So I'm going to teach you guys an exercise called hip circles. So So we're going to work on pelvic stability here. You're going to put your forearms down, and we're not hanging out. You want to push down with your forearms so you feel the muscles underneath your shoulder blades work, your lats. And then from here, we're going to modify this first. So we're going to bring our knees to tabletop. You're going to lean your pelvis to the right or left, and then we'll circle it all the way around and back to center. We're going to go the other way. Lean the other way, circle around, and back to center. So you're pushing down with your forearms, so your back is active, and the legs circle around. And then we go the other way. And it's inhale around, exhale up. Inhale around, exhale up. One more time each direction. And just notice what's happening with your shoulders. Are they up by your ears or are they moving away from your ears? That's the goal here. And then coming all the way back down. Yeah, so not just chilling, really using the back. So we're going to add on, if that was enough for you, you're going to stick with the knees and tabletop. And if that's bothersome to your back, you can just do the whole thing laying down. So from here, we'll take the legs as straight as they'll go. And if that means a little bend in the knees, that's fine too. This is challenging. So you're going to twist or lean in one direction, circle around, and back up. Lean in one direction, circle around, and back up. Lean in one direction, circle around, and back up. Inhale around, exhale up, inhale around, exhale up. Last time, inhale around, exhale up, and rest your feet. Collapse down onto the ground, bring your arms out to the side, just shake your head in a no fashion. Relax your neck. If you want to add your legs, you can bring them side to side as well. Just letting your belly relax a little bit. And then we'll come all the way up, and we'll come onto our belly. So you're going to lay on your belly. And this should feel really good after that last exercise. We're just going to stretch our abs a little bit. So you're going to take your hands underneath your shoulders. I want you to draw your abdominals up and away from the mat so you feel your lower back get long. Imagine you're going to drag your chest through your arms. So you're pushing down with your hands and dragging your body slightly forward. Then you're going to lift your upper back until you feel a stretch in your belly. So you're using your abdominals a little bit to support your lower back, but stretching your abdomen at the same time. And then we'll come down. And we'll do that again. Just contract the abdominals a little bit. Bring your heart forward through your arms and up towards the ceiling, lifting your upper back. And you may not get your arms straight. It's legal to keep your elbows bent. And one more time like that. Exhale. Extending the upper back, but keeping a tone in your abdominals. And come all the way down. So you shouldn't feel any pinching in your back at all. So from here, let's come up onto our hands and knees. Find a neutral spine first, and bring your feet together, knees apart, and just push back. Take a stretch. Push your hands down into the mat. Stretch your lower back. Take a couple of breaths here. And then coming all the way back up. So I'm just going to turn the other way so I feel like I can see you a little better this way. So we're still going to be on our belly. This is called single leg kick. So you should feel the work in your hamstrings. And so that means you have to imagine that it's almost like that exercise at the gym where you lift both legs up and down with the weight attached to your ankle. You want to feel that kind of work in your hamstrings. So from here, you're going to push your forearms down into the mat and lift your belly up. Tone your glutes so your butt is working. You're going to do 2 kicks with one leg. And imagine you're lifting a weight with your ankle here. So your hamstrings are really firing up. Then reach that leg long and away and back down, and we'll switch sides. 2 kicks. Reach the leg long and away and back down. And you're trying to keep the pelvis stable so your low back isn't arching too much, and back down. Do 2 kicks so your hamstring works. Back out and down. One more time each leg. So You should start to feel the back chain of your body wake up here. Good, and then coming all the way down onto the mat. From here, we're gonna, if it's available to you and your shoulders, you're gonna clasp your hands at the base of your back here, your low back. If this is not available to your shoulders, arms just will stay at your side. So from here, you're gonna draw your abdominals up so your low back stays long, engage your glutes. You're gonna do that same resisted kick twice, kick, kick with both legs, then reach the arms away, lift the legs, and lift the head and shoulders. And if that's too much on your shoulders, you're just here, arms out to the side. And then coming all the way down, turn your head to one side. The earrings in the way. Forgot I had them on. So we'll do 2 kicks, kick, kick, resisted kicks, extend the body, draw the belly muscles up. Coming all the way down, you'll turn your head to the other side this time, and do 2 kicks. Kick, kick, reach, long through the spine here. Come all the way down, turning the head. And again, 2 kicks. Kick, kick, extend out. Coming down. Last time. Kick, kick, extending out. Come all the way down. This time, take your hands underneath your forehead. Bend your knees. Take your feet side to side. And just relaxing your lower back. So feet are moving side to side like glacial like this. And then you can let your legs come down. And let's come on to our side. Let's do the side leg series that we did the other day. So from here, your legs will be slightly forward of your own body. And that just helps with balance a little bit. You can push the bottom foot, outside foot down into the mat so you're more stable on that bottom leg. You have choices with your arms. You can rest down on your head or you can have your forearm underneath your shoulder. I'll be here. I feel like I can see a little better up here. So but you do what feels good to your neck and your back. So you're going to push the forearm down so you feel your serratus muscles, the muscles under your armpit, and the muscles under your shoulder blades, your lats, turn on. Engage your core muscles, so your abdominals, pelvic floor, glutes. You're going to lift the top leg about your pelvis distance apart, and we're going to inhale, do 2 little kicks forward, and exhale, 2 little kicks back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward. As you bring the leg back, try not to let your low back arch too much, right? So you're really just trying to stabilize your pelvis. Inhale forward. Really use your glutes when you go to the back. Stabilize at your abdominals as well. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. One more time, each direction. And then lower the leg down. This time, we're going to turn the leg out from the muscles at our hip. So the knees facing more upwards towards the ceiling. And just check in with your arm. Make sure you're not relaxing here, but you're really using the underneath side of your body. Lift the leg up, and we're going to make teeny tiny circles right in the hip joint. Feeling these muscles too from the other day, I'm noticing. And then we'll go in the other direction. Good. Keep breathing, you guys. Relaxing your neck and shoulders. Good. Last time, and let the leg rest down. You can just give it some love. Give it a tap out. Good. And then we'll turn the legs back out, or turn the top leg back out. This time, you're going to bend the knee, bring the leg up into the air, flex your foot, and bring it down. So you're doing the whole thing without letting your torso sink towards the ground. Bend the knee. Even if you're laying on your arm, you still have a little lift underneath your torso. And bend the knee, leg comes up, flex the foot, and come down. Bend the knee, coming up, flex the foot, and down. We'll do 2 more. And last one. And coming all the way down, you can just bend your knees, tap it out, give it some love, and then we'll do the other side. So you can, I'm just going to turn my head over to the other side and do what feels best for you. From here, same thing. You can be all the way down on your arm if that feels better. or I'm going to be on my forearm. If you want to get real fancy, you can bring both elbows here. This is super hard. So I'm going to just stay somewhere in the middle. Okay, so from here you can bring your legs slightly forward of your body, push that bottom foot down, lift your underneath obliques. Lift the top leg. Inhale, 2 kicks forward. Exhale, 2 kicks to the back. Turning your glutes on to bring the leg to the back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale. Exhale. And just notice what's happening with that stabilizing arm. Making sure the shoulder's moving downwards towards the ground. And your underneath rib cage is lifting up. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. One more time each direction. And then rest the leg all the way down. Second side's always harder. So we'll turn the top leg out so your knee is facing more upwards. And just recheck your shoulder, make sure you're still pushing down with your forearm. We'll lift the leg and do little tiny circles right in the hip joint. Good, you guys, keep going. You can do it. And then we'll go the other way, circling the other direction. Checking with your shoulder. Good, and rest the leg down. Bend your knees a little bit, just give it some love, tap it out. This is where you should be feeling the work, in the back of the hip and in your glutes and external rotators here. So from here, you're going to turn the leg out, really just check in with your neck and shoulders here. You're going to bend the knee, let the leg come up, flex the foot and bring it down. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And keeping the torso lifted. Keeping the torso stable as well. One more time like that. And then you can just bend your knee, pop it out. Let's lay on our back and take a stretch for our hips as well. So coming down, we're going to cross one ankle over the opposite knee, and you want to flex your toes towards your knee, so you're taking care of your knee position. You're going to bring your opposite leg up. If it's available to you, just grab onto that leg. If it feels like this is enough, you just hang out here. And you just let this lower leg relax. You can actively use your own leg strength to push the knee away from your body and keep your tailbone moving down towards the ground. And just take a few breaths here. So you should be feeling the stretch right where you just worked, primarily. You should not feel any knee discomfort. If you do, you need to flex your foot more or just bring the other leg down onto the ground. And take a couple more breaths. And then you can bring that foot down, your other foot down, and we'll switch sides. So you're going to cross the other ankle over the knee, flexing the toes up towards your knee. Grab onto the hamstrings, or if it's too much, you're just here. And then take a few breaths here. Flexing your foot towards your knee, pushing your tailbone down into the ground. And then you can bring both feet back down. You're either going to roll yourself up or roll to your side and come up to sitting. So from here, we're going to work on rolling like a ball. We did this one the other day too. If you're on carpet, you should be good with your back. But if you're on a wood floor and you have just like a yoga mat, you may want to fold it in half because your spine might feel sensitive. So you can choose what feels right to you. So from here, we're going to sit up really tall. Grab your hamstrings, contract your lower abdominal muscles, and use them to tilt your pelvis right behind your sitting bones. From here, you're going to bring one foot up and then the other foot up. Put your feet together and take your knees a little bit apart. Put your hands right on your shins. Push your shins into your hands and push your hands back into your shins so you're creating kind of a lock position. We're going to inhale, roll backwards, and exhale, coming up to find balance. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, coming up to find balance. Inhale back. You got to put your abdominal brakes on right before you get up if you find that you're losing your balance at the top. Inhale back. Exhale. Inhale back. Exhale up. One more time. Inhale back. Exhale up. Rest your feet, grab your shins, sit up nice and tall. So we're going to do one more variation of that. This is probably one of my favorite Pilates exercises, mostly because it's silly, but I really like it. So it's called seal. You're going to be in the same position, except we're going to take our arms through our legs and around our ankles like this. So from here, we're going to roll backwards. You're going to do 2 little taps with your feet. Roll up, tap, tap. So rolling back, tap, tap, rolling up, tap, tap. Really using your abdominal muscles in both directions. You can inhale and exhale, tap, tap. Inhale, tap, tap, exhale, tap, tap. Barking is optional. Nobody will hear you because you're in your home by yourself. Or maybe just your family will hear you, or your pets. 2 taps, coming up, 2 taps. One more time each side, or each direction. Tap, tap. Bring your feet down, sit up nice and tall, and just take a moment. Good, you guys. Nice work. Let's lay on our bellies again. So you're going to come onto your tummy, and we're going to work on swimming. This is an awesome exercise for that crisscross pattern of the back muscles. So we're going to bring our arms a little bit wider than our shoulders, contract the abdominal muscles, or push your pubic bone down into the mat so you feel the lower belly lift away from the ground. Reach the arms and legs long and away and float the arms and legs up. From here, we're going to flutter the legs. Make sure your lower abdominals are drawing in and contracting so that your lower back is taken care of. It's okay to feel work in your back muscles, but you don't want to feel achy or sharp pain. Couple more breaths here. Lengthening the back of the neck, and then coming all the way down. You're going to rest your forehead on your hands, bend your knees, take your feet side to side, relaxing the lower back. Forgot to turn the phone off, sorry guys. And then go ahead and lower the legs, and we're going to do one more round like that. So you're going to reach your arms wider than your shoulders, draw your abdominals up so your lower back gets long. Reach your arms and legs away from each other and float up, and then flutter the arms and legs. Try to relax the tops of your shoulders. I know that can be challenging in this position, but try not to use the upper shoulders to do the work. Relaxing the tops of the shoulders. And coming all the way back down, rest your forehead on your hands, bend your knees, take your feet side to side. And then we're going to lower down. So from here, you're going to come back up to your hands and knees, and we'll just take another child's pose. So big toes together, knees apart, just push back, take a stretch. Push your hands down, lengthen both sides of the body. And then we'll roll ourselves all the way back up. So we're going to do a variation of leg pull in the exercise. And this is a really challenging exercise. So it's challenging if you've got tight shoulders, and it can be challenging if your core is a little bit weak. So you're just going to love on yourself and do what you can in this exercise. You have the option to just be on your forearms and have your knees bent and just lift up. Or you can do just on your hands, keep your knees bent and lift up. Okay, so those are the 2 kind of modification variations. Otherwise, we're going to take the legs straight. What do I do? I think I like to have my fingers facing towards my body, but you can do whatever feels right for your shoulders. You want to make sure that the head of the arm bone moves back. So the front of your shoulder is moving towards the wall behind you, so your chest is wide open, right? We're not here. So from here, push your hands down into the mat. You may have a little bend in your elbows to begin. Contract your lower abdominals and your glutes. You're going to push with your hands, lift up with your glutes, and open your chest like a reverse plank position. Take 2 breaths here. and then lower yourself back down. So if you got up there and you were like, that's too much, you're just going to bend your knees and do whatever amount you can, okay? So from here, we'll start again. Wide chest. Contract your abdominals and your glutes. Use your glutes. Push down through your heels. Open your chest. Take 2 breaths here. And then come right back down and sitting up. Okay, so do any of the variations that were aforementioned, or we're going to add a leg kick. So we're adding some real pelvic stability challenge here. So if you're dealing with a low back injury, I would stick with one of the other variations, okay? So from here, you're going to open your chest, contract your core muscles, push up towards the ceiling, take one leg off the ground. You're going to do 2 little kicks, back down, switch sides, 2 kicks. One more time each side, kick, kick, and you're trying not to let your butt drop towards the ground. Woo! And then come all the way back down. And we'll do 1 more round, okay? So legs will be straight or bent, whatever variation you're doing. If you are doing the bent leg variation, you can just lift one leg up and then the other and see how that feels. So from here, push your hands down, tone your glutes and abdominals, open your chest, lifting up. We'll do 2 kicks and back down, using your breath, 2 kicks and back down. 1 more time each side. And come all the way back down. Bend your knees, grab your shins, sit up tall, take a breath. Just really empty out your neck and shoulders if they've been holding any tension. I know mine have recently. Just take a couple breaths. And then we'll sit with your legs, depends on where you're facing, a little wider than your mat or just facing your computer or phone with your legs a little bit wider than your hip distance. So we're going to do saw. So from here, arms come out to the side. Heels are going to stay planted right where they are. We're going to use our oblique muscles, twist in one direction, then round your lower back and reach towards your opposite foot, keeping that opposite hip down as well. Coming up, and exhale. So you want to feel some opposition here. As you reach forward, that back arm reaches towards the wall behind you, and your lower back reaches towards the wall behind you. Coming up, exhale, rotate, and coming forward. Contracting your abdominal muscles to pull your body forward. So imagine your abdomen could bring your body forward towards your leg, which it can, by the way. You're going to exhale, twist, round your spine and come forward, and back up, exhale. And we'll do 1 more time. So each direction, you should feel this work around your obliques, and maybe you feel a stretch in your legs. If it's too much, you bend your knees, okay? Twisting and reaching forward and coming all the way back up. Then we're going to walk our legs together. And again, this might be challenging if your hamstrings are tighter, just to sit up straight. So you may want to bend your knees so you have the natural curve of your back. And we do that because if we're rounded in our back, then we're putting lots of pressure on the ligaments and the discs back there, and they won't be happy doing the exercise. So you want to sit up in that natural curve of the back. So arms come out to the side. You're going to keep your feet glued together like you have one leg. And you're going to inhale, do 2 twists in one direction. Exhale, back to center. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. So again, you're twisting from your low ribs. Your pelvis and your legs are really still. Exhale, back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time each direction. And you can rest. Really nice, you guys. So let's do a couple things to just kind of cool our body down. So you're going to lay on your side and just stack your knees up. So you can have one arm reaching out in front of you, and you can pull your shoulder out from underneath you. You're going to stack the knees up. Top arm is just about shoulder distance. You're going to bend your elbow, twist from your waist, your low ribs, so that top knee reaches forward. As you twist, and look towards your opposite hand. Then bend the elbow and come forward. So exhale. Opening the chest. Bend the elbow. And come forward. We'll do this 1 more time, and then we'll switch it up a little bit. So from here, now we're going to make a circle with the top arm. You're going to bring the arm over the head and just follow your arm, reaching the top knee forward towards the wall in front of you as you circle around. The arm comes all the way through, like the hand of the clock. Coming up, around. So you need to tone your abdominals and your obliques a little bit as you twist. You want to stabilize the low back, stabilize the pelvis, but twist the torso. One more time like that. Good, you guys. And then let's come to the other side. We'll do the other side. So just stacking your knees up. Arms are forward of your body. The top knee needs to reach a little bit forward towards the wall in front of you so they stay stacked. So rest your head. And we'll start with just bending the elbow, rotate at your waist, open the arm, and as you twist, really reaching that top knee forward. Exhale, bend the knee, reaching the top knee forward, stabilizing the low back. Just relaxing your neck and head too. Let it just be heavy. This should feel pretty good. And one more time. And then the arm comes forward and we're going to make a circle with the top arm. So you're going to bring it over your head, open it out, circle around and forward. And same thing here, relaxing your head and neck, but toning your core a little bit. So you're supported, you're stabilizing your low back. One more like that. Good, you guys. And then come up to sitting. We're going to take a little side bend here. So from here, if it's comfortable for you to sit like this, this is how I want you to sit. If that is just really not doable, you can actually just stack your knees like this. Okay, so whatever feels right to you. We're just going to do a little hip joint movement and just kind of open up the ball and socket joint a little. So you're going to take your hand to the side where the knee looks like this, and you're going to twist your pelvis like inwards and forward, and then just come back and let the hip drop down. So you're just trying to relax that hip, let it be heavy in the socket. You're going to twist. One more time like that. And back down. And this time you're going to grab the bent leg, and we're going to take a side bend. So you're just going to take a couple of breaths in this direction, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing the outsides of the neck, the sides of the neck. And then we'll come up and we'll side bend in the other direction. You can put your forearm down on the side and just reach up and over. Coming up, and then let's do the other side. So you're going to bring your legs either knees stacked, or you can, if it's available to you, sit like this. So again, your butt may not touch, which is fine, but you want to feel like it's getting heavier, right? So we're just opening up the hip capsule, the hip joint, the ball and socket joint. So you're going to twist your pelvis forward, and then just let it drop down and be heavy. And coming forward, and then letting it drop down. We'll do a couple more like that. And last time. Okay, and then grab the shin, reach this arm up, lengthen the spine a little bit, and then come up and over. Take a couple of breaths here. And then coming all the way up, and we'll put our forearm down and side bend in the other direction. Take a couple of breaths here. And then coming up. And then just find a seat that's comfortable for you. And just take a moment and just allow your eyes to close. And just check in with your body. Just notice how it feels. Notice anything that's shifted or changed, including in your mind. Any shifts that took place. And then just give yourself a moment and thanks to your body for supporting you in all the ways that it does, for showing up and helping you through your journey. And take a big inhale breath and easily let it flow out. And then as you're ready, allow your eyes to open. That's it, you guys. We're done. Let me come closer so you can see more. Thank you guys for participating. I hope you had a great time. I know I did. I love doing this. It feels good to know that there's something I can do in the middle of all this. So thank you guys. I love you. And so tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, meditation. Same time, or not same time, but same page. And then tomorrow at 4 p.m. is another math class. So 8 a.m. meditation, 4 p.m. math class. All right, guys. Love you. Take care. Bye.